From Las Vegas, Sandy Kastel and Friends.
Good morning and welcome to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. This morning is Friday morning, the 30th, and I'm so excited. We've got a lot of great guests here in the studio. Oh my gosh, we have Jack Wood. He is a singer extraordinaire. Jack, hi, how you doing?
Hello, Sandy. It's great to be on your show again.
Good morning. And you brought along a friend of yours, a pianist and arranger, Mark LeBrun.
Mark LeBrun, yes, and he's a terrific player. I've sung with him many times, and he's to die for as a player. He's a great piano player.
In fact, you guys were driving in from L.A. last night.
That's right.
Yeah, we got to get you right on that microphone.
Caught the Olivia Newton-John show last night. He used to play for Olivia.
I know. I've got that in my notes. And also we have Bill. We've got, Bill Holden. And you're going to talk a Tiger Bill, okay. And you're going to be talking a little bit about a variety of things, including UFOs.
No, that's another show.
Oh,
That's
wait a minute.
another
Come
show.
on. I thought you were going to talk a little bit about that.
That's another show.
Okay. Well, what are you going to be talking about then?
You got a list there, and we can go down it, whatever you'd like to know about me.
Okay, but not about the UFOs.
Not this time.
Oh,
We'll
okay,
do
but that
That's
alien looks so cute.
that is a huge show.
Yes, and then we also have singer-songwriter Sean Eiferman. Hi, Sean, how are you?
Good morning.
Good
I'm
morning.
Conscious.
Good morning.
I'm barely conscious. You have a lot of musicians here for being this early in the morning.
I know. They say 9 p.m.? And I said, no, it's 9 a.m. Well, listen, welcome everybody to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show. And we also have John Stewart in the house. Hi, John, with
Sandy.
Legends in Concert. And you've got a new show coming up called Forever Young.
Vegas Follies,
Yes.
Forever Young.
I know.
It's a tribute to all the people that have made Las Vegas famous.
And we also have in the house a very special guest, and he is my host every single Monday through Friday here on Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show. And he's very special. He is the storm that cannot be stopped. He is a singer, a drummer. He is a performer. I mean, he is amazing. But also, he is Chef Michael.
Oh, yeah. I thought I was being forgotten, and guess what? That lady finally got out of the bathroom. Thank God for that. I hope everything came out all right, lady.
Gosh, yes.
Oh, my God. Jack, I'm feeling good today. Jan, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good because I know Don Usherson's out there listening.
That's
right.
right.
He always wants to critique the show. We got Gil Cohen with the Temple Beth Shalom. He's out there with his yarmulke on.
And he just started a new job over at the Monte Carlo.
He's the big provolone out there.
Right, that's right.
The big cheese. This kid's laughing. You don't know what a provolone is.
And we got Mike Unger.
Mike
out
Unger,
there.
my buddy, he's another one of my Landsman friends. For those that don't know what a Landsman is, it's a fellow Jewish brother.
That's right.
And when I come back my second life, if I'm not Italian, I'm going to be a Jew. I swear, because I love it. I love the kosher food. I love all that stuff.
And Michael, Lisa and Carl, they're out there on the golf course today at Canyon Gate, and they're playing golf with their friends. Yes.
I finally got my invitations today for my birthday party.
Yeah.
And John said, "Can I get 20?" Anyway, I got to say something. I was so excited. We were talking about the Meatball Festival. And I talked to Tom Stunick, who I love with all my heart and soul. Tommy's the greatest. He's with Smith Food King, and I'm so pleased that we are affiliated with the Smith Food I don't want to say Food King, but Food Drug Chain.
That's right.
So
Used to be.
I said, Tommy, I got a great idea. Let's do a meatball festival. Everybody wants to meet Chef Michael. I said, we can do a mini like San Gennaro, but the only difference with this is it doesn't cost you to get in, and every dime goes to charity.
That's
it
right.
It doesn't go in somebody's pocket. And I'll leave it at that. But here's the bottom line. John said, how am I going to make any money? I'll pay you, Johnny. Don't worry about it. So here's the scoop. We're going to get the Salvation Army. We're going to do a whole day and evening at Smith Food King with Sahara and Durango. And Tom says, Mike, we do 10,000 people a day that come through our store. And I think it'll be phenomenal. It'll be absolutely great. It'll give a great opportunity for everybody to come in, have a great time, kids, family, friends, and we're happy to say that we have the Salvation Army as one of our major sponsor also as well. And we're talking to so many people, so many different advertisers, and I'm so glad to say that we're number one. I'm glad to say that we're number one. The 6 weeks that we've been here, we went from 3 people listening to almost 80,000 people listening. Now, Sandy, do you want to tell everybody the good news about that wonderful woman that I spoke to yesterday, what she said?
Yeah, that was Julie Ross, and we called her back. See, all of you listeners that call in at 702-731-1230, that's 702-731-1230, every one of you gets show tickets. And John Stewart, you can tell them who the shows are.
Tell them, Johnny!
Big shows. Yes, and now we're doing Panda at the Venetian.
I love their
right.
Chinese
We're
food.
doing,
I love
we're
this
doing
stuff.
the Rock Vault, the LVH.
Japanese.
We're doing Country Superstars. All this is at Planet Hollywood. Country Superstars, Mark Savard, and the Beatles. And also over at the Quad, we are doing Recycled Percussion and the Divas.
Oh, not the Divas.
Yes, and now
You
we're
silly goose.
we're also now doing Mosaic, an unbelievable team of guys that perform over at the LVH. Mosaic, an unbelievable new act, and also Trent Carlini, and also we are doing one other one, and I can't think of what it is.
Well, John's doing the show called the, what's it again? I keep forgetting that name. It's such a long
The
name.
new one we're going to
The new
bring
one
up,
you're gonna do.
yeah, that's called Forever Young, which is Vegas Follies.
And I'm producing a show called Over the Hill and Shot.
The other show we're getting is the three Las Vegas tenors are just opening a new show next
my
week
gosh.
at the LVH, and we also have that.
Wow.
So-
So here's the thing. When you call in, you dial, and their phone's ringing already. And if it better not be a personal phone call, Tim, but I'll punch you in your nose.
Chef Michael, we
Yes, sir.
also have a special gift from our guest, Tiger Bill Holden, and it is a $50 value, and it's called Life Empowered.
It is Sozo Life, and that's from Sozo Las Vegas. They're the healthiest coffee, nutritional beverage, and energy drink. And this is a full sample pack with the brochure. Absolutely phenomenal.
Well-
And it's worth $50, and it'll be to the first caller that calls in and says Sozo.
Well, hold on, wait
Okay.
a minute. I got something. I want to. Okay,
Uh-oh.
we got to put something else. It's a big gift. It's not as big as the show tickets, but it's big. But here's the
big.
thing.
It's
all
big,
right.
Tiger.
It's coffee. It's coffee. You know what I mean? Here's the thing. If you could tell me who's buried in Grant's tomb, you get the gift.
Well, wait, we have a caller.
We got a caller.
Who's our caller?
It's the lady in the bathroom.
Kim? Hi, Kim.
Yes.
Hi, Kim.
How are you?
Hi. Good, how are you?
How are
Good.
you, Kim?
It's me from Sammy's.
Sammy's.
Oh,
Hi,
it's about-
hi,
let me tell you
Kim. How are
something.
you?
We go to
Good,
Sammy's.
how are you?
Very
Good.
good. Well, listen up, Kim. We go to Sammy's after the show. We always have a beautiful lunch that we're there. And it's one thing about Sammy's Woodfire Grill. And I'm Italian, and all you 90,000 listeners, you got to go to Sammy's and grab a slice of pizza. Their pizza is incredible. And what's that shrimp dish that I had yesterday?
You had the shrimp salad, and our pizzas are 12 inches round and 6 slices.
Oh my! 12 inches round. That plug just cost you $400 in your tip.
And they're right across the street.
They're right across the
from
street
KLAV.
from KLAV.
That's right.
Well, man, we love
The best
Sammy's.
service there is.
Yes, we
Yes.
thank you. And I'm so glad that you called because she's our personal waitress.
Yes.
She's about 7 foot. A wonderful lady. No, she's about 4'11". She's from Italy.
She's adorable.
She's adorable. She has a bun, a gold tooth, and a piece of garlic hanging around her neck. She's just so,
You just don't want to tell them how gorgeous she is.
she's
you know.
dark. Her husband, he's an ultimate fighter, her husband.
And he's very jealous.
Very
yes.
jealous guy.
Very possessive.
Yes, yeah, he's a black man. No, I'm only teasing. Anyway, Kim, we love you. We cannot thank you enough for calling. And for calling in, believe it or not,
Yes.
guess what you just won? If you could tell me who's buried in Grant's tomb, you get this marvelous gift. Who's buried in Grant's tomb?
Grant.
You're right, you won.
That's a
You
grand.
won. And what we're going to do,
Boy, I don't cuss it at
Well,
that.
yeah, what do I do? Come on, for God's sake. I'm having fun, John. So what we're going to do is we got this. Jack, do me a favor real quick, because we only got 15 seconds. Tell her what she won.
It's Tiger Bill,
It's
and
Tiger
of course
Bill.
what you just won
Oh, same.
is a $50 sample pack of
hilarious.
Sozo products, and that is your healthiest coffee, energy drink, and nutritional beverage. And I will personally bring it to you after the show.
Whoa, what do you say? Everybody put your hands together. Give me the crowd.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, special delivery.
Everybody love you. Thanks, Tiger. William Holden, that's who he really
That's
is.
who it is.
People don't know.
Well, you know, if you're just tuning in now, thank you, Kim, for calling in, and we'll see you later. This is Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael, and we are here Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. every single day, weekdays, on KLAV, and you can also tune in midnight Monday through Friday on KLAV, and 10 p.m. on VegasAllNetRadio.com. And you can get an app for your phone. There's a free app if you go to www.klav1230am.com. You can get the free app for your telephone. That way, all you have to do is push the app, and it will take you right to our show wherever you are. If you're, sunning on the beach in Hawaii, or if you're out in, the East Coast, the West Coast, wherever you are, you can tune in to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael every Monday through Friday.
Yes, Sandy. And I'm kind of excited about that meatball festival because we can get Sammy's to come in.
I know we've got a cook-off we're doing.
Cook-off. We can get the Tuscany. John, we can get some of these people to step up to the plate because naturally KLAV, they don't know this yet, but they're sponsoring it. If not, I'll buy this place and turn it into a pizzeria. Trust me.
Good. Also, we've got, who do we have? We have somebody from New York that, challenged you. Vince. And Jolé's friend from New York, and he challenged you to a cook-off with the meatballs, and that's what got this whole ball rolling, so to speak. And so anyway, we're excited that Smith's Food King is on board for that.
And I'll tell you something. Again, I'm going to thank Smith's Food King. They are the best. We love them. There's nobody like Tom Stunick. He's one of the finest guys, general managers of the place. He said to me, Mike, whatever I can possibly do for you, just let me know. So when you go in the store, you'll see Sandy and I's picture, and we're just very excited. So we love you all, and thank you, Smiths, for being so kind and believing in us when nobody else did, and thanks to them, they made it possible for this radio station, and the help of John Stewart. And he's waiting for his check today, and I'll be happy to pay him. But to hold it for about 3 weeks, John, before you
I
cash
want to tell you, there's a picture of me and Smith's in the bathroom. That's why they call it the John.
What a happy day. Anyway, I'm feeling good. We had caller something. You have a caller?
No.
Okay. Listen, for those that
Not yet.
for those that do call like yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to talk, you're going to get your show tickets anyway, folks.
But wait, you didn't even tell him about Julie Ross.
Oh, Julie Ross.
Yeah, Julie Ross. So
Hi,
we
Julie.
called her back. So the people that get the call in and get the tickets,
Right.
This is what we do. We go home after the show, and we take that list, and we call everyone, and we talk to them, and we ask them what they like about the show.
Well, that's
right?
good.
And so a lot of people have been saying, that Michael's so handsome, and he has such a full head of hair, and that they just adore. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
They got the wrong guy, sister. It ain't me. Oh, Jack, you find that funny? Yeah. You're buying lunch today. How do you like that?
But what's great is a lot of them have been saying, how we are so, upbeat, and that we, bring them a variety of different artists and entertainers, and listening to the wonderful music, and of course, Chef Michael's personality and the wonderful recipes. But yesterday we called Julia, and she said, I'm in construction, and she said, I smashed my hand. Okay. And she said, so I can't write with my hand, and I couldn't write down the recipe that you were talking about the other day. And she said, so I was wondering if you could, send it to me. And he said, okay, well, what's your email address? She goes, well, I can't use the email. And he said, well, can you write this down? She said, no, I can't write this down. He goes, well, you know what, Julie? And tell him what you said.
I said, I'll tell you what I'll do, Joel. Sandy and I come to your house, and I will cook for you.
He's going to cook that recipe for her.
I will cook for you.
Yes,
and I have no
and her
problem
family.
doing that. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
Thank you very much.
This just goes to show,
Yes.
Chef Michael, I know you're very humble and shy, and it's hard to pull you out of your shell. But,
I'm
Chef
taking my
Michael,
credit card back, Sandy. You can keep that.
this is the wonderful thing about you. You're always giving back and doing these wonderful things for people. And I know we've got to go to a break right now. We're going to be right back after a message from our sponsors. But if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show. And we'll be right back with Chef Michael as he's going to give us a new recipe for today.
731-1230. Lady, you're out of the bathroom. Give me a call. For God's sake, call me.
With hits like Nashville Tonight. And Don't Tell Me. Indiana Rain, the latest from singer-songwriter Sandy Kastel. Available now at sandycastel.com.
Now, would you please welcome to the stage and give him sort of a little bit of a homecoming to Mr. Mark LeBrun.
Welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends. Wow, that was beautiful. Oh my gosh, folks, that was Mark LeBrun. And, you know, he said, my main passion is playing, singing jazz as far as my own personal artistry. And I thought, you know, that's great. That's what you focus on. I know you've worked for a lot of artists, but as you said, you're just working for them. But your true heart is playing and singing and
yeah,
learning
that's what I love to do. I love the standards and the great. Well, now they call it the Great American Songbook. That's
it's easy for people
popular,
to relate to.
But you know, all of those great songs, Gershwin, Cole Porter, all that stuff. I know that I sing them, I play them, and it's just great. To me, it's the greatest music. I still do all the other stuff, you know, professionally, as part of being a professional musician. I can play pretty much all the styles, but I love jazz, baby.
You had a touch of Oscar Peterson in there, young fella.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that was good, man. Now, see, that's the kind of piano player. That's the
oh my
kind
gosh,
of,
I know,
tunes,
it's amazing.
You swing. That's the tempos I like. I can swing like that all night. I love that. But I can't wait to play with you, man. I mean musically.
Yeah. I hope that's what you meant.
Well, you know, Mark, you're in Balboa Park right now. I mean, Balboa Bay Resort. You've been playing in Newport.
Well, I did 11-year stint there, a steady gig, which is pretty rare these days. And after traveling all over the world and doing all that, it was nice to just relax at the beach and play jazz every night with my own band. And the place was packed every night. We did an 11-year run. Mm-hmm. Imagine that, 4 nights a week.
Well, you know, he's played with Tom Jones, Sheena Easton, Olivia Newton-John, Diane Shure, Roberta Flack, Peebo Bryson, James Ingram, Woody Herman. Oh my gosh, as well as being on The Tonight Show, Arsenio Hall, and numerous films and TV shows. But I know you don't want to talk about that. What you want to talk about is the music.
You talk about me for a while.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, I know it's great. You know, you've got a big, you know, history of working with all these great musicians. And I know, when did you start out? Were you like 2 years old or something when you started playing? Seven. You know, Michael was like, what,
4.
10 or?
4.
I was 4 and I went pro at 10.
Yeah, he was working at 10, you know, with somebody else.
I didn't go pro till 15. But my first gig was a live radio broadcast for CBC Radio. I had to go join the union that morning to be able to go on the air, and I was the youngest guy to ever join the Musicians Union in Canada.
I joined. Oh, you're from Canada?
Yes.
I joined the Musicians Union in 1968, and my teacher was James LaPena, and I would pick up my drumsticks and I would play. He says, "Do you know what you're doing?" And I didn't have a clue because it was all by ear. Till this very day, I can't read a note. I can't read a note of music.
That's why you play so well.
He said, "There's 26 rudiments. I'm going to show you what they are. Flam, tap, power to those double stroke rolls." And for 5 years that I trained with this guy, this old guy, God rest his soul, he was the best. And we would just go back and forth and stick that we would do. And he let me know what I was doing. You know what I mean? And I was blessed to play with my future father-in-law, Dick Kastel, who is the best jazz player. And he's 85 years old. And
jazz saxophone.
Jazz saxophone.
Oh, nice.
We were trying to pull it up on our YouTube. I couldn't find the site. I don't know what happened to it. The show that we just did at the concert at the...
Should be there.
Okay, well...
I don't know.
I felt...
Don't ask me. That's technical
Don't
stuff.
ask me. La, da, 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 dee, da, dee. Hey, I'm too bad for this time of the morning. Tim, I'll punch you in the nose. I don't care. I don't got tough you are.
Well, Mark, you know, I know we're going to talk a little bit more. We're going to play a little bit more of your music later on. But I know now we've got to ask Chef Michael, what is your special meal you're going to share with us this morning for all of us out here who love Italian food?
Well, I'm in the midst of all this testosterone here. You know what I mean?
Hey.
And, well, no,
You
I'm
got a little
beside
estrogen here.
you. A little estrogen. And I usually say this.
Speaking of which, we've got Misha on the camera
Misha,
today. Hi,
yes,
Misha. Welcome.
Misha,
Hi.
my bell, la-dee-da-da-dum,
And of course, we have Tim
la-dee-da.
Bowman as our engineer.
Yes.
Fabulous Tim Bowman, the fighter,
And his
mixed
fight,
martial
when's his
artist, fighter, August the 5th.
August the 5th
Yeah.
is Tim Bowman's fight, and I just gave Tim, you want to work security that night?
It's at the Avi in Laughlin. It's a beautiful place. I've done shows there. The Avi, A-V-I. It's a beautiful casino.
Oh,
John,
yeah.
I want you to know, that plug just cost you $75 off your check. Now, here's the thing. Now, Mark, I'm going to talk to you for just a brief... No, what's this kid's name over here?
Sean
Sean
Eiferman.
I know.
Eiferman, one of his, you know, your
morning.
Your father was...
He does. You have a baby face, Sean.
Yeah.
You know, you really do. Like you like
Thank you.
15 or something, you know?
Keep drinking.
He looks
get
like
younger.
the actor that played in Stargate, the one we just watched with Jodie Foster. What was she played the father. That's what he resembles. I don't know the actor's name.
Oh, yeah, that guy. With
the
all the
one
hair.
guy with
Yeah,
the
I don't
feet.
know. He was in, I don't
played-
know. I don't
we
can't
just
remember.
watched it.
I don't know. I don't remember his name.
No, what's the name of the movie?
Contact.
Contact. Yeah, the guy
I remember
who
the name
played
of the movie.
The Jodie's...
With
I
Jodie
get Russell
Foster.
Crowe every once in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Russell
you do.
Crowe,
You look like
definitely.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah. Yeah, when he was younger.
And
As long as it's not, hey, you really look like my ugly neighbor, cousin guy, I'm okay
well,
with
people
that.
think I look like Brad Pitt. Why they see me? Tim, I will punch you in your nose. Don't
I know,
get me
we're going to be
started.
playing some of Sean's music in a little bit, too.
You're
Yes,
right. We
because
can't
he's
wait.
a fabulous
Hey,
singer and
speaking of,
songwriter.
Last
yeah.
night, and all the music stuff and all the names and whatnot, Randy Couture last night was actually playing harmonica with me at my gig. He's
You name dropper, you.
a new harmonicaist.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty funny.
Is he a nice guy? I
cool.
never met the guy.
Probably one of the most genuine dudes I've ever
Really?
met. Yeah.
Wow.
Is he nicer than Tim? Because Tim's a real humble guy.
You got a harmonica? We'll do a comparison. Little apples to apples.
Tim said to me, he says,
Ebony
you know,
and
I know
ivory.
Kung Fu and Jiu-Jitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu.
And what's the other thing? Muay Thai.
That's one I couldn't remember.
I said,
Muay
really?
Thai.
I said, well, I know a thing called 38. So you really don't want to... Hey, is that Joey Vespi? Fire that guy.
Hey.
So get back to
So
what
get
we're
it back to
telling.
the recipe.
All right, so I wanted to bring the kid in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank
if
you.
you're sitting in an Italian restaurant, what would be the dish you would order? If you're in an Italian restaurant, what would you like?
I'm a Marsala guy, chicken Marsala.
Okay, chicken Marsala. Here you go, everybody. Get
All
your
right.
pen and paper. Get ready. 731-1230. Because guess what? If you call in, we got some marvelous show tickets. Here's Marcella. Marcella wine is the hook. You get now. What I do is I get the chicken breast. Naturally, go to Smith Food King. Ask
Yes.
for my very dear friend Mike, who's the butcher.
Yes.
He'll split that breast for you. You get a pound of breast. You'll get 6 slices, okay, out of what you get because you cut them in half. You don't want the chicken too thin. You dip it in flour first, then do your egg. Beat your egg. Add your salt, pepper, granulated garlic, parsley. Take it out of the egg. And then what you do is you put it back into flour again. You go from flour to egg to flour. Flour to egg to flour. Then you fry the chicken in butter. You do not fry it in oil because it'll be too crispy and you'll dry it out real quick. And what you do is you can touch it. You can actually touch the chicken in the middle. If it's too soft, it's not done. You don't want to overcook the chicken, folks. Then take the chicken out of the pan. The drippings from what you use, now you add your fresh garlic, your parsley, chicken stock, okay? Chicken stock. It could be a bouillon. Be careful because it's got a lot of salt in that bouillon. Because you know, once you got something too salty, you cannot distract from it. Be careful with the bouillon. Cut that bouillon in half. They got them for 79 cents at Smith's in aisle 9. Okay? And then what you do is you make a nice juice, and then you add your Marcella wine. Now to tighten it up, we're right back to, like I said, every day, you go back to that Wondra again, because you cannot hurt with Wondra. Be careful with flour and cornstarch. If you don't do that, if you don't make it, blend it right, it'll coagulate and it'll be all like little lumps that look like little cakes in there.
You don't want that.
You don't want that. And then what you do is you tighten it up, and don't forget the most important thing. You have to use lemon on your Marcella, but it's optional. You don't have to. You can use capers. Again, optional, because the Marcella wine has a very distinct taste to it. Okay, now when I make Marcella, believe it or not, folks, I don't use chicken stock. I use beef stock. I use a beef stock. So that's how you make that Marcella. And that
We're
is
all
my
getting
recipe.
hungry here.
That is my recipe for today. Remember, folks, it's 731-1230. Give me a call because we got some phenomenal shows for you, and we're very excited. I'm going to turn it back to Sandy Kastel.
And also, don't forget, for the first person who calls in and says Sozo, that's S-O-Z-O, Sozo, call in at 702-731-1230. Tiger Bill Holden has a special gift for you, valued at $50. Yes. So we're going to be getting that special gift.
Well, that's
for our
two he
special
just
friend.
gave away. One to the waitress across the street that he's personally delivering.
Oh, that's right.
It's okay.
Oh,
it's
okay.
all right.
But she didn't say the so because he hadn't said that
Oh,
yet.
in that case,
Yes, that's
okay.
right.
Yeah, for Grant.
Okay.
Right, exactly.
That was for a grant. That's right. Well, listen, Michael, we've got to take a quick little break here, and then we're going to be right back. But
why?
Because I know that we got these sponsors. We've got these sponsors that we have to, remind everybody. We have Resort Stay International, Salvation Army, Smith's Food and Drug on West Sahara and Durango, George L. Stewart for insurance you don't have to die to collect, Tony May, attorney at law, and Royal Cleaners on Flamingo and Durango. So we will be right back with Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael and our guest today, Jack Wood and Mark LeBrun. And we also have Sean Eiferman and Tiger Bill Holden, Johnny Stewart. And did I miss anybody? Okay, and Chef Michael, of course.
Thank
So
you.
we'll be right back.
Thank you. I thought I was forgotten. Holy smoly.
Not again.
Oh, there's blackjack and poker and the roulette. I found you just in time. Before you came, my time was running low. I was lost, the losing dice were tossed. My bridges all were crossed, nowhere to go. Now you're here, and now I know just where I'm going. No more doubt or fear, I found my way. 'Cause love came.
Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. Oh my gosh, that was Jack Wood. Oh, I love your voice, Jack. It's just so smooth.
I love yours too, Sandy.
Oh,
You're a good singer.
Thank you, but your voice is just, it's so smooth. And you know, we have your CD and we have it in the car, and every time we get in there, now we're going to have to put Mark LeBrun's CD in there, we're going to have to put Sean's in there. Oh my gosh, it's so great.
You know what's funny, Sandy?
Music around us.
The people that listen to the program, this is talk radio. So every program there's no music. They talk about all their toes, their your elbows, all kinds of different stuff. But this, when people tune into this, it's like you got such a variety. And Don Usherson said something very profound. He said, Mike, it's just the closest hour show lounge act that you got in a radio station. And we're pleased to announce that we're going to go with television. We're going to start on Saturday and Sunday, because what's happening is that a lot of our viewers don't know who we look like. We have it videotaped every day.
They don't know who we look like.
They don't know what we look like.
Honey, your face is plastered all over YouTube. Didn't you know that?
Well, it's all in the post offices too. But besides that, it's a side view shot. Oh, you found that funny?
We've got our videos out there. We've got our videos. But it's great. Jack, you came on our show before, and we got introduced to you, and you're sitting there, and I know you look kind of like this, businessman, and you're talking about these other artists and about how you book different artists. Right. Sally Kellerman, you brought Sally on our show.
Yeah, she loved it.
And Bob Anderson, you worked with him.
I booked him several times.
And then, that we had just seen Bob Anderson's show, the tribute that he did to Sinatra, and it was a beautiful show, and he did it with 33-piece orchestra. And then you said, well, I just did the same show a few months ago at BYU. In March with a 66-piece orchestra.
66 pieces, counting the piano player. Vince
And
Stockholm.
then we put your CD on, and I went, oh my gosh,
Oh,
you're amazing.
right.
So listen, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to tell our audience about today? Because I know you're working on a new project. In fact, you said you want to do one of my songs.
That's exactly right. You played a song for me at your party when we were with Sally Kellerman last time, and we were so impressed with it. And I've got a recording session coming up in July, and so we're going to take a shot at it and see if you like it. We'll put it out.
Oh, I'm really excited about that.
I am too.
That both you guys love that song, and it's called Without You, and so I'm looking forward to that. Now, who are you going to be doing it with? Are you doing it with Mark? Or are you
that hasn't been determined yet. I'd love to do it with Mark.
Yeah, expensive.
Mark and I have worked together.
Oh, come on, you can
several
make him
times.
such a deal. Come on,
We'll give him a shot at it.
I wrote a song last night. I was thinking about it, and I was up to 3 hours in the morning, and it's called, what's the name of your song, Sandy?
Without You.
And mine's just, I Need You. And it goes, I need you in my heart, I need you. It was written for U.S. Bank. And that was
No, you need them in your wallet. That's what you need.
Yeah, they're in my wallet, trust me.
So are you going to work with different producers on different songs, or do you work with one producer for the whole entire album?
Well, this one, I'll probably at least get the chart written by Lou Matthews, who is a 2-time Grammy Award winner and many years with Nancy Wilson as her music director.
Which chart?
The one of your song.
You mean Without You?
Yes.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
He's won 2 Grammys because of his arranging. So he's a
piano player also.
And a great piano player also.
He'll probably play on it then.
No, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Don't forget, there's more than one song on an album. There's usually at least 10.
Exactly.
So that's a lot of songs. Yeah.
Mark is recorded with my aunt, who's one of the DeCastro sisters.
I know, and that's how you guys got connected.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And he was marvelous on it, and I say she's my aunt. She was only 8 years old when I was born, so I guess
well, she was still your aunt.
She's
Yeah.
a kid. Yeah, she claims she used to change my diapers, which I don't like that.
No, well, we don't want to talk about that.
See, what happens, Jack, when you don't have a hit record like me, you become Chef Michael. And that's exactly what that's how you. This is Chef Michael. You can hit high C's. I don't know who the guy is. That's Chef Michael. So
you know your stuff.
Well, now, Jack, did you ever get involved in writing?
No, I haven't.
No, you just write. So you do a lot of the songs from the Great American Sound
That's
Songbook.
right. I've sung a lot with Mark, actually,
Yeah.
over at the Balboa Bay Club,
Yeah.
which is an honor. He had a band to die for over there.
Yeah.
He's a great player and had great players with him.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place to live also.
That's right.
It's nice right there in that area. Yeah. So, well, all right. So, let me ask you a question. If you were going to give advice to a new artist starting out there that's either a player or a singer or a dancer or whatever, and they're in the arts, what would be the number one thing that you would tell them?
Get a job.
Hey.
Well, for one thing, there's a jazz organization called Jazz for Us, which is an organization for booking new artists, and I'm the person that
I'm writing it
handles
down.
that. And Mark LeBrun is playing for a girl just 21 years old, Leah Marsh. Leah Marsh, terrific, beautiful gal, great singer, and Mark's playing with her this Sunday at the Bahia Corinthian Yacht Club in Newport Beach.
Really?
Yeah.
Honey, can we go there this Sunday and do that?
Honey, whatever your heart's desire. What else is new?
It'll be a good band. Yeah.
Okay, and
so
where
come and see me, and we'll try to get you off the ground.
Okay, great. Where can people find out about you? You have a website?
Yeah, it's jackwoodmusic.com.
Yeah, and Facebook? Do you do Facebook?
No.
No. Facebook takes a lot of time. I mean, I have a Facebook. You have a Facebook. You just started on it. He's trying to figure out how to friend the people. I mean, it's really complicated and it takes a lot of time. And as artists, we have to find out what we specialize in, either singing or doing our craft, and we a lot of times have to team up with other people to do those things for us. So, does somebody else manage your website for you?
Yes, he's a fellow. Actually, his two aunts actually were called the Bell Sisters, and they had a million seller in the 50s, and he's in the music, and he handles all the stuff that I can't handle technology wise. So he's
the Bell Sisters.
Yeah, do you remember them? They
had a
big
hit ding ding, ring a ding ding. They made that famous song. I love that.
Yeah.
They had a hit song called Bermuda, sold 1.2 million copies.
How's that go, Jack? Give me a little.
Down in Bermuda, paradise for two.
That's great.
I love you, Jack. I love your singing.
You guys are also going to go see Pia Zador tonight at Piero's, and we're going to join you a little bit later because we've got this other show we've got to go to. But we want to come and join you tonight to see Pia at Piero's, and I know you're going to play, Mark.
I guess.
Sure. You're going to play, and
I'm
then you're going to
sitting in
sing.
too, Mark.
I'll sing. I usually sit in. Yeah, that's right.
Well, you got to talk to Vinny Falcone and see if he'll let you sit in. Besides you play with the left-handed
Mike
set of
Leonetti
drums.
asked to do something.
No,
I'll
but the
buy
other
that
guy's
place and turn it into a
right-handed.
pizzeria.
Anyway, so we're going to go see you, and thank you so much again, Jack, for bringing Mark with you from California to be on the show and stuff, and we're looking forward to seeing you tonight. And also, Sean, you're sitting over there, you're so quiet, you're so polite, and you're so nice.
This is a spectator sport.
I know it
just
is.
Watching it all unfold.
Now, Sean, you sent me an email, and you said, to... DAMN early, but I'll be there.
I'm here with bells on.
And
Happy
here you
to be
are.
here.
And I just want to say it's so great to have you on the show. And I know your dad's famous.
Yeah. My dad was a bodybuilding Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
He was Mr. America in 1948, Mr.
my
Universe
gosh.
in 62, and
Now, did you try to follow in his footsteps at all? Like, did you work out and did you drink the milkshakes? And,
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, I won Mr. Northwest England under 18.
Oh, you did?
Out of London when I was a little tiny kid.
Wow.
It was the worst experience ever. ever.
Well, so what did your dad think of you being a singer?
He liked it.
Did he?
Yeah. Being in that world in Vegas was a lot of celebrities, right? Everybody that was on a stage was trying to stay in shape, so... My dad trained everybody from Mario Lanza to Elvis Presley to keep them, in their
Was that your father, the one
jumpsuits.
that stayed with him all the time?
Who? With Mario?
Lanza?
Yeah.
So that's your dad?
Yeah.
Oh, now I know who he was.
And Rocky Marciano, the fighter, they used to train in Mario Lanza. There's some stories. He used to train in his pool.
Well, my family was in the undertaker business in Philadelphia. We were cousins. And when Mario Lanza died, we shipped him in from Italy, because he was viewed in Italy, came to Philadelphia, South Philadelphia, was laid out at Leonetti's funeral parlor, and then back to Italy again. Because his name wasn't last name, his mother's name was Maria Lanza, and that's why he got Mario Lanza. His name was Alfred Cocozza, That's Mario Lanza's name. That was his name.
So who changed it for him?
Well, no, that was
His relocation
That was the
program.
mother's. That was
The
his mother.
relocation
He
program.
loved his mother, and they used to do cameo spots. And he was only 36 years old when he passed
Yeah.
away. I was 10 years old, and I went to. I remember my grandfather picking me up, and I looked into the casket, and they had a glass over it, you know, and actually did whatever they did to preserve the body. It started to fog the glass, believe it or not, because it was a bad job they did in Italy. But that's my story of Mario Lanza. So that was your dad, because I see him
That
all
was
the
my
time.
dad.
That was your father. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was, because Mario used to love to eat. He was
No,
a big eater.
Hall of Famer,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he had a run. I mean, even just the championships from 1948 to 1962 is a pretty big span
Yeah.
to stay
Well,
on
Sean,
top
you
of
know,
his game.
you've been singing, performing, and everything for
Yeah, I
over
went in a
30 years.
different
A lot of
direction.
things. I mean,
Yeah.
so you know, how did you become successful? What would you say were your keys to being successful in this industry?
I got lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got lucky. Vegas, I could honestly say that if I did what I've been doing in any other city, I don't think I'd be doing what I've been doing. I think I'd be a bartender or selling shoes or something like that.
So it's because of all the opportunities
Yeah,
that
I think
you
this
had
is
here as
the
a
perfect
performer.
town for somebody like me to find a niche. You know, we're talking about young jazz and anybody coming up, you know, the new anybody has to figure out a way to find a niche and separate themselves from the other jazz
Right.
pianists, the other acoustic guitar players, the other cooks, you know, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I think I just got lucky. I found a niche when I first got started in the college scene
Well-
down by UNLV when we were, you know, winning national championships and everything else.
Right,
and back
right.
then
There's
you
a lot
could
of
sing the
attention on
alphabet and
everything,
people were
yeah.
like, that was the best alphabet I've ever heard in my life. And it carried on from there.
Well, is there something that you know, if you had a chance to, you know, start all over again and rub a genie's lamp, is there something else non-musically that you ever thought that you might want to do?
No. Ironically enough, if I rub the genie's lamp, there's a handful of things that I have done. Top of my resume is full-time dad. I've been a full-time single father for, my daughter's 18, my son is 16. So that's been, like, the luckiest I've been is to be able to play music and then you know, because it's only a small amount of time during a day and the rest of the time being the dad.
Well, you're very
Being
very
the dad.
fortunate to be able to. I mean, that's a great responsibility and stuff. What do you mean? I never asked you what?
If I wasn't cooking, you never asked me.
Dad.
Well, wait, I will. But hold that thought. This is Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael, and we're here every day, Monday through Friday on KLAV, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., and we will be right back with our guest after a special message from our sponsors.
That lady went back in the bathroom. I can't believe it.
I've been away with what you say. All the baggage and decay melts away like Louise Day. The resolution to find.
Welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. You know, it's so exciting. We have a full house here. We've got these great guests. And you know what? I never have enough time, you know. We never have enough time to get everybody in. Like, I'd love to talk to everybody for an hour, you know. But that was Sean Eiferman, and that was wonderful, Sean.
Thank you.
That was great,
Yeah.
Sean.
Thank you.
And that's a song
It's
that you
different,
wrote?
right? Yeah, everything on that CD is all original, 15 songs. I just did 5 months up in Vail, Colorado, and realized that I didn't have like a solo acoustic, something that represented exactly what I was going to do up there, which
Right.
is it's a ski bar
Right.
called the Red Lion in Vail
Uh-huh.
for 5 months, 4 nights a week, like you were talking about, like a steady, not 11 years.
Right.
So I threw that together. What you just heard is one of those, let's record it on the laptop.
Is it all acoustic?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
and you,
I've got a bunch of band stuff and recorded from this band and this time, and I just needed something that was like a snapshot of what I'm doing now,
Right.
which is the solo acoustic singer-songwriter type of vibe.
great. So if somebody wants to find you, where do they go?
SeanEiferman.com, and I don't know how to spell it.
You don't know how to spell it. That's Sean, SHAWN. EIFERMAN.com.
There it is. That's it. I misspell it all the time.
Well, I'm sure even if they misspell it, they find you because
I
you know
hope
they
so.
do that on Google.
Bing it.
Well, I want to thank you so much for being on the show today, and looking forward to hearing more of your music. And you know, I've got a guy sitting. We've got this guy sitting here, Tiger Bill Holden. And you know, Tiger Bill, you know, you have done a variety of things. I mean, you were in the service. You were USAF, Presidential Air Crew, Vietnam veteran, jet mechanic, NCOIC, medical recruiting, special ops, black ops, but also your small business consultant for home-based businesses, international consultant for real estate relocation for manufacturing and trade companies. Oh my gosh, you've done all kinds of things. But what you've got here in front of me is Sozo.
Yes.
And it's called thermogenic coffee. You've got Colombian coffee. You say it's enriched with coffee berry. And then you've also got this blue raspberry ignite, enhanced mental focus. And so, what is this all about?
The healthiest coffee in the world.
Ah.
And it is based on coffee berry. And what they found 8 years ago, that they were down at one of the coffee fincas down in either Colombia or Costa Rica. And this scientist saw all these workers, the skin looked great, they didn't have a lot of health problems, and saw that they were eating the coffee berry that wraps around the coffee bean. What they had been doing previously, they were throwing it away, plowing it back in or whatever. They were trashing it. So he took the coffee berries back and went to the largest nutraceutical company in the world, did 8 years of research, and found out that the coffee berry compared to the acai berry, which everybody just absolutely raves about, the acai berry only has a 165 antioxidant value. The coffee berry has a 15,000.
Holy cow!
15,000.
That's a
antioxidant value.
big difference.
Big difference.
So maybe
Now-
so now you're getting this out to the world, letting
Yes.
everybody know.
Well, I am the marketing director for Las Vegas. We have an office, 112 South Water Street, Suite 104,
Okay.
Henderson.
Let's cost
Okay.
you 200 for that one.
And I bet you also
Great
have a
seller.
website for this, right?
Yes, we do. And that's sozohappy.com.
Sozo Happy?
Yes.
Aha.
Aha.
So does this also make you feel good?
It does.
Happy?
Ignite. Let me give you an idea on it.
Okay.
This man right here,
Chef Michael, he's talking about everybody out there. Lady, I know you're out in the bed.
he doesn't need Ignite. He is natural. He's like me. Okay. Now, the thing about it, the Ignite, is the fact that it is the healthiest energy drink. I'm not going to name names, but you know who I'm talking about.
Who?
As far as the 3 top energy drinks out there.
Right.
They cause heart palpitations.
Right,
They
right.
cause the kids, and please kids, stop it. You're drinking 6, 7, 8 of these a day. You're going to the hospital. You've got gallbladder problems.
Right.
You're totally destroying the body. Now, with Ignite, to test it out, I went 52 hours straight working. I took the Ignite and I started writing down how I felt.
Right.
Very gentle, up, full energy. But the most important thing during that next 3 to 5 hours was the fact that my total ability to be alert, my alertness fact was up.
Was up.
Huge.
That's great.
So you can lose weight with this.
Yes.
Well, okay.
So it raises your metabolism. Yeah, but in a good way, in a healthy way, and not where you're going up and then dropping.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thermogenic coffee.
Yes,
Okay,
thermogenic
coffee is for the weight loss and taking inches off the waist.
Oh, that's one I want.
First 10 days, I lost 9 pounds and lost an inch off the waist.
Well, all you
Great.
12 sandwich eating people out there, call in 12-731-1230.
That's right.
And you need to be a sponsor, my friend.
Right. Okay, go ahead.
One announcement, June the 14th. Please put that on your calendar. June the 14th, at the 112 South Water Street, we are having corporate representative, full presentation, Super Saturday, starting at 10, Wells Fargo Bank Building.
Thank you so much,
Extra
Bill, for being
$75
here.
on
And
our
thank you
plug.
all my guests for being here. Unfortunately, I've got to say goodbye. We've got to
No,
say
no,
goodbye.
no, no,
Let's sing the
no.
song all together. Sandy
Goodbye.
Kastel and Friends Variety Show with
Come on,
Chef
Jack, I
Michael.
hate to see you
Go.
go. Farewell, goodbye, la-dee-da-da-da-da-da.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, Monday, everybody. Lady, get out of that bed.
Central Park is full.
Awesome.